Okay. Hey, how's it going, Kate?
Over on this.
Okay,
side.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Good.
Two.
Okay, cool.
Yes, actually. Yes.
All right, thank you back. All right.
Your audio.
Yeah. Hello, it's Mikey. Not much, sir. Hey, they're going to stream a press conference about the governor's reelection up on TVU3. Yes.
My man.
Audio, yep. Audio check 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio. Very cool. We don't need IFP because we're streaming this, so we should be good. All right, thank you.
Sneak this back in here, guys. What's here? That's under 45.
45 to talk about.
You good with this here? You can sneak in there, right? She can. She can. He can.
That's Casey there.
Casey, you good with this? Right here? Yeah. Hey, it's a free light. Yeah, what are you doing?
Governor's reelection.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'll be able to make it. What's up, man? Long time no see. You're
Oh, okay.
Serious panel. What are you doing, man?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do like 7 of them.
You want to stand up there for me?
See you too, man. How you been?
hanging in there. How are you?
111, 111, 111, 111.
Florida,
All right.
Disney World, so.
That's always fun. That light looks
Better
pretty
than
good.
nothing.
Go for it.
That was great.
He's better looking than I am.
So we got 15 minutes. I'm going to kill this until.
I would.
Yeah.
Also back there is all shaded. The bummer with these is they drain power. Kids have
Yeah.
They suck
My wife
power
almost
like
went
crazy.
to it. She's never been. I was like,
Yeah, but it's
beautiful.
but the what is
City. I worked up there for 2 years, so I spent a couple of days up there, which was fun.
the Fresno.
We stayed at Seaport up to the NCSL conference.
But I use this all the time because it's
So it was a good time over there for 5 days.
Have a press. Yeah, I got audio.
Is that what you guys run all the time?
Yeah, we're different from who are you with? DNG stuff. We're with Fox 45.
Oh.
We're like an investigative unit that's kind of on the side.
Oh, nice.
We use these and then the FX3. Sweet.
Yeah, Fenway's cool. I've only been there once.
Yeah, so I'm with Fox and DC.
What's up, man?
I never played ball with you guys.
Your book's off the chain, man. Congrats. Good stuff.
Well, even before that,
It's hard to sell books.
there was
We get shared from time to time.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Right. Very weird.
The job in and of itself.
That and your crabbing.
Boistering.
That's fun.
I'm gonna live here. I might as well.
I hear you, man. You'll take any invite they'll give you to anything.
I'm good. You're right. Everybody does have their own technique.
Yeah.
So the wind dies down for everyone.
Oh, yeah.
The public will find out. Well spoken.
You think of what's her name?
Yeah.
Cindy Alden?
No. I forget his name. I just called him.
My buddy Seth used to do that all.
Kids' birthdays went well?
Yeah, man. It was wonderful. Disney World was good, although Gianna was a little maybe young for it.
I want to know. I don't know.
Yeah, she was scared of like Ursula and the
Like when I did the
Little Mermaid ride and
when I did
stuff.
the, Bali,
It's like the pirates on Peter Pan.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, oh man.
all my close friends like that. Oh yeah, I've heard of that. I don't. Yeah, I don't know him well personally. Yeah, he was there. He was like worried about it. That's how I was when my first day when the first car was in Texas in 2007. My boss was a spokesperson.
You can tell Jeff this. You don't want to be educated.
Okay. Got the area down by Bethesda. So I did East and above, and
I know that.
go missing, go Starbucks, and helicopter boats. We ended up recovering it. But it was like my first, I had to prepare this pilot, launch our pilot. So even though I could school for it, train for it, I was super nervous. And I'm the one like about college, and all that. And I'd only been in the office for a month. My first day, and I was like a week now, and my boss now. He's actually
If that's the case,
this isn't the one. Like, it's not a
stand right.
This is anything crazy.
Oh, no, you shouldn't.
That's what I was like. How do you I don't know where. We could just do kind of like press over there.
If you have to come in,
Feel like, they want to get it.
Because then we're going to get the side of his face. Honestly, they should be here.
Yeah, and they're in the light.
they get so nervous about what we what happened. They did it back there. There's not people catch it before it falls.
I mean, to be there, I understand, but if you can let me get better releases, that would be awesome.
Yeah, although we teach with that.
He'd have to be like over there.
But it depends on the people.
No. Even if I go turn this light on.
That's better.
Yeah. Honestly, too much. Let's do that.
Yeah, hiding in between the cannons.
Hey, you know what? Switch with me. Yep. Because we're the same outlet. I can just get her stuff. Oh.
You mind talking into it for me? there,
Yeah.
Jacob?
Mic check. 1,
Good.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You guys doing okay with mic checks? Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You never sound better, Governor.
You good there or you want it longer lens?
I'll show you.
How you doing, sir?
Fine, and you?
I'm good, doing good. Jacob of BAO.
BIO?
Yeah, WBAO.
Oops.
Feel like a superstar. Bright light.
Too much?
I think I'm good here.
That's good. Because it's going to balance it together like.
I think I'm pretty secure.
Yeah, I think so.
I'd love to get it a little bit more up, but I don't really want to. Oh,
Little bouncing thing. Little
you
bouncing
the
trick.
man.
I can lower it a little bit.
Keep talking. Are we good?
I'm good audio-wise.
All right, cool. Fingers crossed it stays like that.
Okay. I laid it on it's on the wagon back there. I laid the one on top. The very last wagon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I move it over there? So I don't
Absolutely,
back
yeah. Sorry I did that. That's okay. Just got here, man.
It's gonna turn all over, man.
Definitely doesn't breathe too hard. He won't fall.
He's awful tall.
No, it's feeling like it's going this way. Like I'm gonna turn this way.
I think we're also on a slight little incline.
I was like a whole 400 when he was on the ram or when he was flying? Like when he was already like out. It had already been exposed.
Want me to give you a mic after you get plugged in? He's probably a lot taller than me, so this is... He probably talks a lot louder too, so it's probably gonna be like this. Does it sound okay? Check 1 2. Check check check. You got audio, everybody? Yep. Everybody good? Check 1 2. Check check check.
Thank you,
All good. Waiting, waiting. Testing, testing. I don't have white. I'm sorry. So good luck with that. Check 1 2. Check 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 check. Check check check. 1 2 1 2. Pre-Wes Moore audio sound from Random Human. You're welcome. All right. Is WUSA, are you good?
We're good.
Okay.
We're good. We're good. Thanks. Yep.
I see you make that.
I like the maroon.
Yeah.
You're good there. Yep.
Yeah, if I ever get
Same thing.
Yeah, and then they already, all the food was already there, all the beer was already there, so we still had a party without the bride and the groom. And then she's now 3 husbands, and she just has really bad taste. Oh, she's our maybe third husband. I can. Yeah, I know for a fact. Oh, it's not. No, yeah, we're not saying. I think all 3 were police officers. But most other apps. Well, the first guy no longer.
Yeah. I have daylight and has everything, the whole spectrum.
Yeah. There are other uniforms. This is Casper, Wyoming. There's a million.
Olympics.
Can you, so you can tap into your camera battery, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you living?
Can also use batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I think
Yeah, we bought a house October of last year, so almost a year ago. It's over by Morgan State. It's the neighborhood that O'Malley used to live in. I think it's so
11, 13.
You're not counting the governor time.
Yeah,
It's always governor time.
I know.
we don't want kids.
it looks alright. It looks alright. It looks alright. I like it. Yeah. Bill was super hot. You know, you covered it all. I like the way you led into it. I like the way you. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I don't think the CFO system.
Oh, my bad, brother. I didn't see a plug around here. It's like they did. I think it must be like yeah.
It wouldn't be any help for this.
Yeah, I watched 3-year-old.
You rolling these?
The giant mouse.
It's got some
Kids
good
a lot of them.
So you guys wait for the National Guard to show up? We'll see. Every one of those shots in DC, they were all like 3 shots.
That's not where crime
They're not in Southeast DC where the crime is, it's Central Mall. And the monitor.
Well, that's like putting them down around the front.
Exactly, yeah.
Nowhere near.
And you don't want to be asking guys, it's one character friend. $100
Last one back on body.
We did, man. We did one dinner. Oh yeah, that's the contemporaries. We didn't do the food, we just did one. We went there one night just for dinner, got the photos, characters, and then did our own thing. So we spent $200 for the dinner, $250. And it's free. That's how it is. It's basically a buffet. It's $200. There you go. Go down
I have such a hard time wrapping
and then
my
do that for one night to get photos. Well, that is true.
They should have come back. Did you go with the
All right. Yeah.
Thank you. This is fantastic.
All it is. No. I'm not a Disney guy.
I'm 29 and
I've been like 25.
Yeah, Epcot. I would do Universal. Yeah. It's Epcot. Oh, really? Yeah. They pulled all that.
Oh, yeah.
That's the only reason I would go.
They would have saw the bar.
Yeah.
I looked at the
My daughter likes Freeware.
Yeah, you know you're only seeing 12 seconds. Get that. I might move back here. Yeah.
Boys or girls? Oh, I think they're easier. I would.
Oh my God.
Boy, would
I would cry when I would get to the, the height thing and then say I wasn't tall enough. So I used to wear the platform. Saying, oh yeah, I used to wear the platform. Like there.
I think I told you probably. I mean, it's really good. Yeah. She's violent. She gets upset. She's very angry. Yeah.
And they also have like new things in Orlando too, like icon parks. I'm
Yeah, those little concrete cones
Straight down.
No, you didn't. No, that's good. Oh, that would be something.
Yeah, great ride. They have really intense rides. I'm hoping that all the way down to the kiddie rides. And the food is good. The price is
What is it?
really like Disney, very big. The food is good, reasonably priced. Easy parking, easy in and out. It was great. I would totally do that. And I remember making a comment. Kids are happy.
Yeah, I got you. You still had to get there early to get your spot. Anyway, we're at park.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, everybody. All right, everybody, we got time for a few questions. Governor, recently the issue of city schools police officers carrying guns in schools has come up. On the first day of school, city school CEO was inside of schools with city schools police who were armed, and by law, city schools police are not supposed to be armed when in a school during the school day in the school that they're assigned to. And it does create the appearance that the city school CEO has armed security, but the students do not while inside of the school. What is your feeling on that?
I mean, my feeling is that our number one priority is public safety and making sure that people are safe, no matter where they are. And that includes inside of our schools. I think that we have to make sure that if kids don't feel safe, they're not going to learn. So they have to feel safe in their environments, and I think it's important that local jurisdictions understand that public safety has to be a number one priority, so they have to be able to work through what is it that's going to make sure that our kids are safe inside of their classrooms and also safe in the communities that they call home.
Do you think city schools police should be armed inside of a school like they are when the CEO's there?
Well, I think MSDE, along with our local jurisdictions, have got to be the ones to make the decision about what is going to keep our kids safe and what is going to make sure that students are safe inside of their classrooms and in their neighborhoods. But I think that people have to understand that public safety has got to be the top priority, because if kids are not safe, then kids are not learning.
When you go into a school, do you have armed security with you?
Well, everywhere we go inside the state, we have to, we have what is constitutionally authorized. But that has, when I'm thinking about the public safety for all of our students and the public safety for all of our individuals, people feeling safe in their neighborhoods and their communities is our top priority. And I think we have to make sure that we're exercising all options to be able to ensure that that's the case.
All right, sorry, buddy, I've been shocking in here. Can we talk to you about the big news today?
That's
You're
great.
Announcing your reelection. Why'd you do it softly in a video? And you know that it will not quell speculation that you have your eyes on the biggest office. Can you speak to those issues?
I am incredibly excited to go back in front of the people of Maryland because I think we've got an important story to tell. I think we've got a story to tell that shows that in just 2.5 years that we have jump-started Maryland's economy, that we have added over 100,000 new jobs, which is more in 2.5 years than my predecessor added in 8 years, that we've started over 30,000 new businesses in the state of Maryland since we've been the governor, that we have helped to break the back of violent crime, that scourge of violent crime that we were seeing before we came on board, that we made historic investments in public education. We're going to continue making historic investments in public education, and we've actually brought fiscal discipline. We've stopped the out-of-control spending that was taking place in the state of Maryland, where now we've gone 3 straight years of actually decreasing the size of the general fund. So I think the people of the state of Maryland know and see that our priority is here, our priority is them, that we are focusing on fighting for the people of the state of Maryland, and I'm excited to ask them for another term.
Governor
public safety is your #1 priority. Last week you announced sending state police to Baltimore. Your office said that's a very important move. I guess my question is, so important, why did you wait till now to do it? Why didn't you do it 2 years ago last year?
Well, we've been doing it throughout the process of the past 2.5 years. That's one of the benefits of actually having a relationship with our local jurisdictions, having a relationship with the mayor, having a relationship with local law enforcement, having a relationship with your state's attorney, being one of the only states in the country that actually helps to fund the U.S. attorney out of balance sheet. We have made the largest investments in local law enforcement in the history of the state of Maryland. And so I think that people see that we are taking an all-of-the-above approach when it comes to addressing public safety. And what that also means is being able to make decisions and being able to move quickly to make adjustments. The only way you can do that and do it effectively is if you're actually connected to the community, if you're spending time in the community, if you're actually working with local leaders and local jurisdictions and local community members, because that's how we're able to adapt and to know what resources are needed at what point.
Governor Moore, you say you wanted to bring fiscal discipline back to Annapolis and to the State House. When you talk to people around the state of Maryland, the biggest thing that they talk about is they say that you and Democrats in the State House have raised their taxes, and they point to the more than $1 billion tax and fee increases that went into effect this last year. So how do you really look at them and say that you are bringing fiscal discipline outside of the general fund when they also know that tax and fee increases have gone up under your leadership?
Well, I think the biggest thing that we continue to hear from people is a measure of appreciation that we have given the middle class a tax cut, that we have actually given veterans a tax cut. And at a time when you're watching the federal government, which has just given a tax cut to millionaires and billionaires, and in Maryland, the middle class just got a tax cut, I think middle class Marylanders appreciate the fact that we're working to bring affordability up inside of our state. It's the reason we focus on things like how are we dealing with electricity prices and energy prices and bringing them down in the state of Maryland. It's the reason we focus on things like prescription drug prices and bringing prescription drug prices down inside of the state of Maryland. And yes, it's why we've controlled the out-of-control spending that was taking place, where during the time before I was governor, Maryland budget increased by 70%. And now if you just look at the last budget, this was the largest cut to the Maryland state budget that we have seen in 16 years. And we were able to make those smart strategic cuts while also giving the middle class a tax cut, and yes, asking those who have done very well to invest a little bit more, so we could actually have the best public schools and have safe streets. And so I think people really appreciate the measure of fiscal discipline and the analytics and the data-driven analytics that we brought to this work, to know that we can both be fiscally disciplined and also make sure that the middle class is getting a tax cut and have a growing economy that can lead us through this effort.
And guys, real quick, we're just going to put another mic on the speaker.
Appreciate you guys. Sorry,
That's
we're a little late to the party here, Governor.
That's all right.
Governor, what's your take on how the field
Hey
is
guys,
shaping
let's just wait for a second.
Okay.
Thank you.
What's your take on how the field is shaping up? I mean, Steve Hershey announcing an exploratory committee, Ed Hale switching parties to get involved. Can you talk to us about the race here?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen there's a lot of Republicans that are looking to get in the race, and that's fine with me, whether it's Republican Ed Hale or Republican Steve Hershey or Republican Larry Hogan or Republican Andy Harris or Republican John Myrick, or there's a lot of people who are making similar type of noise. I mean, the thing that I would say is that whoever it is, they should come ready, because we have a very real record to run on, and a record that we're very proud of. Knowing that there is still more work to do, but knowing that the work of progress in this state is very real. And also, we plan on having a very strong effort to be able to make our case to the people of this state. And the thing that we know is this, is that when we're watching the chaos from Washington, that the people of this state want to know that they have a fighter as governor. They want to know that they have a governor who is focused on things like being able to jumpstart our economy, to keep our streets safe, to focus on public education, to make sure that we are bringing fiscal discipline, when we're watching the absolute opposite from people in Washington. And so I think for anyone who's thinking about running in, I think that they better be prepared to defend their record, but also they better be prepared to also explain why they have been so dead silent when we're watching the ravages of Donald Trump coming to the state, and they have said absolutely nothing about what Donald Trump is doing to the people of this state.
Got time for a couple more?
About the federal workforce, about the federal changes that happened at the federal workforce. It's no secret, Maryland has the second highest concentration of federal workers in the country. Federal job cuts coming from the Trump administration has hit Maryland particularly hard. Do you have any plans to address that, all of those workers that are without jobs now in your second term?
Yeah, I mean, it's heartbreaking what Donald Trump and J.D. Vance and this administration have continued to do to federal workers. I mean, these are public servants. And right now we have had over 12,000 Marylanders, federal workers, fired by Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. People who are doing things like making sure that our food is safe and making sure that our critical infrastructure is protected and making sure that our research institutions can still be the global envy. And these are the people who they went after first. But it's just a continuation of this assault that we continue to see from Donald Trump that's coming to the state of Maryland. But I want people in the state of Maryland to know that, that we are standing on that wall, and I'm a soldier. And we're going to make sure that we're defending our people. And that is why we've done things like our Feds to Eds platform, which still actively right now to this day is moving federal workers into the classroom, helping to address the teacher shortage. It is why we're making sure we're working with the private sector to know that the talent that we're having of our federal workers is actually going to be utilized by our private sector partners. It's why we're working with our Attorney General to make sure in the places that we can that we are filing suit against some of these actions, many of which are illegal, that the President of the United States is doing when it comes to and when it pertains to our federal workers. So we are going to defend our state. And the thing that people know about me is that I am not going to fight the people of Maryland. I'm going to fight for the people of Maryland.
Anything from folks we haven't heard from yet, guys?
Ask your wife and your kids about this before you did it. What was their? Did you ask them for their permission or their take on it?
I do nothing without the permission of my wife and my kids. And I'm thankful for how amazing they have continued to be. You know, when I ran for office, you know, just a few years back, I'd never run for office for my life. I don't come from a political background. I don't come from a political family. I don't come from this type of history. But the thing that I know is that I'm a public servant and I'm a soldier. And in really important times, I'm just thankful that I have a family who understand that and who are my battle buddies right next to me.
All right, guys, we got time for one more, guys.
What do you say to the Marylanders who may be worried that if they do re-elect you, that your eyes are on the White House and they're only electing a governor for 2 years?
You know, I'd say that that I have never once said that I'm interested in this. And so when people say, are you ruling it out? My point is, I've never ruled it in. I've been focused on this job. And I appreciate the fact that people in Maryland and the people around the country are paying attention to the progress we've made here. I'm thankful for the fact that people are looking at us and saying that Maryland is just moving uniquely, that we have some of the fastest drops in violent crime anywhere in the United States of America. We have some of the fastest new job starts and job rate growth that we have anywhere in the United States of America. I'm thankful for the fact that people are looking at Maryland is now the first state in the country that has a service year option for our high school graduates and have a place-based investment strategy to end child poverty. These are really innovative ideas, and Maryland is leading. So I'm thankful that people around the state and around the country are looking at us and saying that they appreciate it and are trying to model it. But I am very clear and I'm laser focused on making sure that the people of our state are going to be okay, and I'm excited to be their governor for this next term.
All right, guys, thank you so much.
All right, thanks, guys.
Sam, you haven't got one.
Can I ask one more?
Of course, Sam.
You just listed off a long list of accomplishments. You know, you ran a couple of years ago a long list of very bold, ambitious list of campaign promises. You've accomplished, made some progress on some of them, and some of them have come up short. The full scope of the service share program is how you originally talked about it, with access for everybody on coming out of high school. Some of your legislative priorities have come up short this year. I'm curious where the biggest areas are that you think you've come up short and where you need another term to accomplish, what you laid out 3 years ago.
Well, I think my focus is going to be and will continue to be making sure we have economic growth and economic diversification. You know, when we came on board, Maryland's economy had stalled. We saw how Maryland was spending. I mean, under the previous administration, Maryland's spending increased by 70%, but the GDP was flat. So we were spending, but we weren't growing. And so we had to focus on actually diversifying our economy, getting people back into the workforce, having new business starts here, reducing the regulatory red tape, making sure that people can move faster. And that's why we've done things like our new housing EO, executive order that we just signed, that made sure that we're doing things like cutting the red tape and actually taking a look at all available state land and saying, can we build more housing on this state land because we need more housing? That we said we are going to make sure we're investing in new industries of the future, like life sciences and like technology and IT, and also aerospace and defense, because we know those are areas that Maryland has a unique chance to win at. And so we are going to focus on economic growth, because economic growth and economic diversification, and diversification off of Washington, is going to be the answer for every single one of the other challenges that we're looking to solve, and frankly was one of the biggest challenges that we inherited when we walked into, that we said we have got to fix this, and I'm really proud of the progress that we've done to start to solve for it. But my answer to the people of our state is this: we're nowhere near done.
All right, guys. Thank you all so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Well, you have the thing in your room.
Thanks, sir. Of course. Hey, this is Alan. That's the end of my feed. If you'll check and advise the governor's press conference.
What's up, Casey?
What's up?
Doing all right?
Oh yeah.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
I'm in Annapolis. How better could I be?
Oh, yeah. And it's a good day, too.
It is nice out. A little too bright.
Yeah.
Would have been nice if it was overcast.
Yeah. It would have worked out, and we could have had them at the State House instead
Exactly.
of everyone cramming to a corner like it's a tornado drill. I need to get a new mic clamp.
How did this get like this?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's just out the way you guys have them all.
Wait, you still have the old Rowie style there, huh?
It is space.
Oh, it's okay. You're right. Yeah.
What is it? I don't even.
That's right. That's one of those universal. I love those little.
Members, late stand. Thank you much.
Mr. Court.
Thanks, sir.